てめえのつけば金では払えねえぜ。
Ugh. Sweet Arceus above, what the f*** was that dream? That power, that was out of this world, thank God. It was only a dream. Oh. DanMachi, aka Dungeon ni Deai wo Motomeru no wa Machigatteiru Darou ka, aka Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, aka the anime that decided it was a good idea for its official title to be the alphabet soup fucking the living daylights out of the concept of short title lengths, is but another title in the long list of fantasy anime that just wishes it was an actual JRPG. Now, the first step in understanding the quality of this particular anime is to examine the quality of the protagonist, which in this case is Bell Crannel. Bell is a simple lad. In fact, he's such a simple lad that there is almost nothing noteworthy about his character at all. Here, I can create a perfect clone of him in a few easy steps. Step 1. String the character and give them a nice deep cut. Yes, right there. You want to bleed out all that nice and juicy characterization out of there. Trust me, this step is important later on. Step 2. Take your character and sprinkle him with the purest sugar. It's imperative that he is nice and sweet and will appeal to everyone just because of how delectable he is. Step 3. Slather that ass with some bleach-laced aphrodisiacs. It's kinda hard to get women to like bland personalities, and of course our character must be the ladies' man despite zero attractive traits, so in order to preserve costs, certain shortcuts must be taken. Step 4. The self-insert. Remember step 1 and how I mentioned how that was the most important part? Well, here's why. You just take this part here and this fist and shove it up in there nice and tight. See how easy it is for me to move around? You just can't get that level of control with all that sticky characterization lying about. That puppet and Bell, which was which, by the way, don't seem to be the only ones. In fact, there seems to be an outbreak of this kind throughout the anime space-time continuum. If you want my humble professional opinion, I think that there is some form of deformed alien queen that lays eggs in different Planck constant multiverses. And it is from these eggs that these featureless monstrosities are born and take shape. But that has yet to be confirmed. Future expeditions involving the new interns and the phone wave real name TBA will be conducted to evaluate that new claim. May God rest their souls. Now, having your own self-insert is dandy and all, but there's no point in having it if you're going to do nothing with it. Enter DanMachi's setting. A fantasy world littered with so many RPG elements that you can start a weapons factory that could become the foundation for your very own military-industrial complex. See, there's the leveling system that gives the audience a cheap and convenient way to gauge the power levels of the characters. Look at that, an economy that is fueled from loot drops obtained through the constant genocide of the dungeon's denizens. Wow, there's a pantheon that is filled with deities from Norse and Greek mythologies, because why have any semblance of creativity when it comes to creating their own religions? Put it all together and you too can assemble your very own RPG. Allow me to show you just how effective this baby really is. And now for the moment that everyone has been waiting for. It's time for everyone's favorite game show. Yes, indeed, it's Big Tittied Waifus. Today on BTW, we rate the female characters of DanMachi based on two factors: titties and waifu material. Because after all, since few of the female characters of this show really have any semblance of personality that isn't some rehashed classic anime trope, this is really the only system that can provide a complete objective analysis of their character. We have our contestants ready, so let's meet them! For contestant number 1, she's 4'7". Her nickname is Lolly Big Boobs. She is a goddess, not figuratively, but literally, the virgin goddess of the hearth. Give it up for Hestia! For contestant number 2, she's that upperclassman that you never had a chance with. The work she does with the blade isn't the only thing stiff, and the only one who's a natural height, the Sword Princess. Give it up for Eyes Wallenstein! For contestant number 3, she's cute, she's sweet, she's basically your sister without the genetic match. Standing at 3'7", she's Lily! And last but not least, contestant number 4. Just because she's a waitress doesn't mean that she can't blow you away. She's fine, she's refined, she's got that passion in her eyes. Give it up for Ryu Lion! Now let's throw this on down to the analyst desks to see what the experts think. I'm going for Hestia because of them big ol' anime titties. I'm going for Eyes because of them medium old anime titties. I'm going for Lily because I'm going to jail. I like Ryu Lion because she's a character that has her own character arc. Even more, the fact that she isn't hanging on every word of Belle's like a love-smitten puppy in Heat really highlights the fact that her motivations are not intrinsically tied to Belle's motivations. This makes her a realistic, three-dimensional character, and that's what I find appealing about her. Well, that was an interesting show. Want to know who the ultimate waifu winner is? Well, unfortunately, tune in next time since we are currently focusing all of our efforts on resuscitating a particular intern with magic crest-eating worms so that this studio can avoid a homicide investigation. As for the other things, such as the plot, animation, and music, I mean, I could say it ranges from being on par to being actually good, but just between you and me, I think we already covered the parts that mattered. Well, now that we are reaching the dramatic final conclusion of this program, it's time to get serious and give the show a rating. Since some of our audience can't use deductive reasoning like an infant duckling, let me lay it out for you. Shows that are masterpieces get replay. Shows that are good but not quite up there get play. Shows that are trash get skip. DanMachi is a steaming pile of mediocrity that didn't deserve a spin-off, much less a second season. The characters are bland, the world is rife with cliché. But hey, if you've got giant tits and cute girls and a main character that 47% of virgins dream they could be, then you're good to go, I guess? Well, nowadays, since everything is getting automated, it's time for this show to get with the times, as I present to you the Standard Hierarchy Implementation Translator, SHIT Bot. Rate this show!
Do not call me by that name, Fleshling. My name is Christina.
Ow! Ow! Stop! Cut! Someone stop the machine!